Hello,
Join those
everyone.
rebels? You find them.
That's where you're wrong. Connell says they're gathering in the eastern foothills.
Well, then your head can wind up on a pike with the rest of them, you damn fool.
Hello, everyone. This is Jerry, and welcome back to part 4 of this Let's Play series for ESO's Markarth chapter. Today, we will be seeking information to give to the Despot of Markarth. So, let's go gather 2 more. I actually had no idea that was going to trigger as soon as it did. Was kind of hoping I could do my intro, but kind of got cut off, so I ran with it. So we will head on over here. And see what these people are saying. Oh, well, vampires. Well, death hounds. But that means vampires are around. Or were. Hmm. Interesting. It's good to know that the Grey Host is just up to their usual deeds. Once again, it's not Skyrim if you're not hopping down mountainsides and climbing up mountainsides. I'm guessing it's up here.
Damn witch rebels are as bad as the damn vampires.
Is that so?
Get away from me, you reeker. You think a rich warrior with only one good leg can't gut you? Well, think again.
I just want to know what happened to you. What was it? The Grey Host?
The Grey Host? Does it look like I've been bitten or clawed? It was the damn witch rebels. And they can't tell a rich folk from a monster any better than you can. They thought I was one of those invaders. Spirits, take the lot of them.
The witch rebels are hunting the Grey Host.
Aye, like a pack of wild dogs they were. Kept shouting, Arana, Arana, as they bore down on me. I took an arrow in the leg before they listened to me. Before they decided I wasn't an invader. I think Arana spoke to me. I think she was their leader.
Any idea where the rebels came from?
No, like ghosts these rebels are. I plan to return to Markarth and petition the Ard to let me take a war party out to find them. They must be hiding in the eastern foothills. I don't care if they are fighting the Grey Host. They're mine.
Oh, good luck with that. Okay, on into Markarth. And I'm pretty sure that, or at least I feel like it would kind of be suitable if they were hiding in Red Eagle Redoubt. I mean, Reach people were hiding there, or, well, not really hiding. It was basically a camp for them in Skyrim. So, I don't know. Maybe these witch rebels, or whatever they are hiding there. I guess we shall see. Because, I mean, that wasn't a really big area in Skyrim. It was kind of like a side quest sort of thing. But I could see it being a main quest area in ESO's version of Markarth. But I guess time will have to tell us those answers, because once again I'm just playing through this blindly. I have no idea what's gonna happen in all of this. If that wasn't evident enough in the last playthrough, although I did try to make some good guesses every now and then. Some which were accurate and a lot which weren't, but hey. I'm not gonna lie, this version of Markarth definitely looks pretty interesting with all the spikes everywhere. Oh, no one getting murdered as soon as I come in through the front gate. Well, I guess I can't expect too much. I mean, someone didn't get executed in Solitude when we went through there the first time. So that's fine. But, you know, the layout is pretty much the same, although the temple is a bit different. But the layout of the city is pretty much the same, so kudos to ZeniMax. Although, you know, it's pretty much Bethesda, but hey. Kudos for them for sticking to how it was.
Yeah, my friend. Was your hunt successful?
Kinda scared the heck out of me, Verandis.
You couldn't have timed your arrival any better. Ardkadak holds court as we speak. We'll never have a better chance to gain an audience with him. Did your investigation uncover anything we can use? What did you learn?
The rebel leader might be Arana. They're gathering in the eastern hills.
Arana? I have heard that name during my time here. Did you happen to learn what these rebels are rebelling against?
Not exactly, but they have spies in the city urging people to flee to the hills.
Flee the city? With a grey host prowling the countryside? Well, that's 3 valuable pieces of information. I want you to represent me before Ardkadak. Explain what you learned and convince him to finally agree to meet with me.
I'll present my findings and try to convince Ardkadak to meet with you.
Speak with the Ard Sentry. You'll need to convince her to gain an audience with Kadak. I think the information you uncovered about the rebels will be enough to interest the despot of Markarth. But you can never be too certain with Reachfolk.
Well, why don't you come with me to speak to Ardkadak?
I'm lucky to have made it this far into the city. Kadak and his entourage have little patience for a noble such as myself, especially a noble from a land they consider to be the home of their enemy. Now, this task is better in your hands.
So what will you be doing while I am trying to see Ardkadak?
I shall wait around here and continue to discreetly learn what I can about the Reach and its people. I also want to think about Arana and her rebels. Maybe there's a way to add them to our arsenal. Go. I'll be here when you get back.
Well, maybe we can. Guess we'll see.
You again? You dare to disgrace Understone Keep with your presence, outsider? That takes guts, I'll give you that. What's your business in the Ard's Keep?
I bring information from Count Verandis concerning the witch rebels.
Do you now? And you want to share that information with Ardkadak? You're certainly full of surprises, outsider. All right, I'll allow you to approach the throne, if your courage holds out. Fair warning, the Ard's in a foul temper today.
I understand.
Not yet you don't, but you will. Ardkadak is likely to remove your head from your shoulders as listen to you, so talk fast, outsider. And remember, the Ard has no patience for fools or flatterers. Keep that in mind.
Duly noted. I love her sword. I wonder if that's like a transmog we can get, but probably not. It's cool. Oh yeah, she's totally not a vampire. At all. In that black and red dress. I see you, Lady Belaine.
What fool do I have to behead for letting you in here? You're not of the Reach or the clans. You've either got the sense of a goat or the heart of a saber cat, and I'm eager to find out which. Now, speak plainly. What brings you to the despot of Markarth?
I bring information about the witch rebels from Count Verandus Ravenwatch.
The fancy elf, who won't take no for an answer, eh? Yeah, he should have made this offer earlier. News concerning the rebels is a beast worth skinning. Tell me something I don't know, and won't have you fed to my hunting dogs.
They have spies in the city urging your people to flee to the eastern foothills.
Spies? In my city? Well, that would explain some things, but that and a vague location aren't enough to get me to sit down and drink with a high elf. What else have you got? And remember, my patience is wearing thin.
I think the leader of the witch rebels is named Arana.
Arana. I know that name. She's a honey-tongued fanatic who refused to bury her sword when I forged a peace with the Grey Host. She's slippery, eh? But I didn't realize she led the rebels. Sniffing out a reach witch. That commands respect. For now.
I'm sorry, did you say you made peace with the Grey Host?
Aye. They agreed to spare the city while they look for some ancient relic. Dwarven, I suspect. They can have it. Verandus wants to meet? Then talk to my advisor, Lady Boleyn. Track down Arana for her, and I'll listen to every word he has to say.
Alright, I'll speak to Lady Boleyn.
I couldn't help but overhear Ardcadic's voice it carries. Now tell me about the leader of the witch rebels. The name you provided? Arana, I believe you said?
Yes, Ardkadak asked me to help you find her.
Ah, therein lies the problem. Reach witches are experts at losing themselves in the many caves and copses that decorate the landscape. It's like finding a tooth in a hen's beak. Most witches give deference to the Ard. Arana is a troublemaker.
So Ardkadak wants you to find her.
Actually, that task falls to you. A favor for a favor, yes. That's how business works here. Locate the rebels, find Arana, and urge her to stop meddling in Markarth's affairs. Do that, and you shall earn a place for you and your count in the Reach.
I'll find Arana.
That look on your face. I know curiosity when I see it. Very well. I can spare a few more moments before sending you off on your task. What does the outsider in Ardcadic's court wish to know?
You look as out of place in this court as I do.
While I may not have been born and raised in the Reach, I have earned my place as friend and counselor to Ardcadic. His subjects call me a keep witch. I assure you, this is a term of the utmost respect among the Reach folk.
How did you wind up at Ardkadak's side?
A genuine desire for peace brought me here. The Reach finds itself beset from all sides. Orcs, Nords, Bretons, Imperials, they all seek the destruction of the Reach folk. I try to serve as a bridge of sorts.
A bridge.
Yes, a bridge between the Reach and the civilized world. There's simply no reason that the people of Tamriel should go on killing each other. We have an opportunity to build a kinder, better Tamriel. I'm here to help make that future come to pass.
Yeah, I don't trust her. What's the rebellion all about?
What is any rebellion all about? Malcontents chafing against the established order, stirring up trouble. They're a nuisance, nothing more.
If they're just a nuisance, why do you want me to find Arana?
It's a matter of timing. Since the arrival of the Grey Host, the land beyond the city walls has become perilous. The Ard urges everyone to take shelter here in Markarth, while Arana calls them away. Her reckless endeavor will get everyone killed.
I thought Ard Kadak said he made peace with the Grey Host.
Peace, yes, of a sort. As long as we stay out of their way, the Grey Host has no quarrel with us. Besides, the walls of Markarth are impregnable. The Reach folk are perfectly safe in here. Now go, find Arana. A favor performed is a favor returned.
Tell me about Ard Kadak.
A history lesson? Very well. Kadak is the cousin of the late Emperor Leovic. He was appointed ruler of Markarth and has governed this region ever since.
I'm called both Ard and the Despot of Markarth.
Ard is an ancient title that translates to King of the Fort. The fort being Markarth and Understone Keep. As for that other epithet, it's a name given to him by enemies and outsiders. He may be cruel at times, but he's no tyrant.
Well, why isn't he just called the King of the Reach?
Reach folk have a saying. Anyone can be a king in the Reach. No one can be a king of the Reach. Few Reach folk will accept a true sovereign. It isn't in their nature. Of course, that makes Kadak's attempts to safeguard this region, complicated.
I'm sure. I don't trust either of y'all. But, you know, having the name Despot really doesn't give you brownie points, in my opinion.
Over here, my friend. How went your audience with the Ard? Before you run off, tell me about your audience with Ard Kadak.
Ard Kadak sent me to his advisor, Lady Belaine. They asked me to find the rebel leader, Arana.
Impressive. You accomplished more in mere moments than I've been able to do since I arrived in this savage land. We'll find Arana, see if the witch rebels will join our cause. I will continue my own investigations and meet you back here.
I feel like we should be telling him about the Despot having a peace pact with the Grey Host, but I guess that's not important right now. Even though it should be. But we'll just ignore that fact and just keep chugging along, I guess. Now we just have to see. Well, she's not too far. I think I can fit meeting the rebels into this episode. So I will try and make it there
None of
post
these
haste.
weak strangers could face a true Reach challenge.
Okay, Anger. Whatever your name was. It's pretty close to a Harrow Storm. Not gonna lie. The landscape is definitely pretty much the same too. I mean, Western Skyrim, it was mostly the same too, but there were some noticeable differences here and there. I guess I should wait until we're a bit further into all this before I start saying, oh yeah,
Hold
that
there,
looks the same.
outsider. These hills belong to the Reach folk, Rover. Turn around and go back the way you came, or I'll have your nose for a trophy.
I'm looking for the witch rebels. I need to speak to them.
Witch rebels, huh? That's just a label applied by the oppressors, don't you think? Look, we have enough trouble with those Grey Host bastards and Carrick's soldiers. We don't need a curious outsider blundering around and getting in our way, too.
I'm hunting the Grey Host too. I need to talk to your leader, Arana.
You're a hunter? Truly. Sounds more like Carrick and his keep witch getting up to more mischief. You want to befriend the witch rebels? Then prove it. The Grey Host has set up stockpiles nearby. Find out what they're storing, and then we'll talk.
Alright, I'll investigate the Grey Host stockpiles.
The stockpiles were spotted to the east and south. If you can find out what the Grey Host is using them for, then we'll owe you a favor. And true Reach folk never renege on a favor.
God, these Reach folk are very big on favors. What do you expect me to find in these Grey Host stockpiles?
If I knew for certain, there'd be no need to have you go and take a look, would there? Probably supplies for their army. Though what vampires and werewolves need is anyone's guess. Ritual items, things for their harrowcraft. That's what I expect.
Harrowcraft, is that related to Harrowstorms?
Aye. Harrowcraft is what we call the rituals we've seen the Grey Host perform when they summon those cursed storms.
I spent some time researching Harrowstorms in Western Skyrim.
Then you know the Grey Host has recruited Icereach witches to conjure up their storms. They use fetishes and alchemical mixtures in the rituals, so it makes sense they need a place to store those components.
I heard them call you witch rebels. Are you a witch?
Are you daft, outsider? Do I look like a witch to you? A true witch has power, hears the spirits, knows the old words, commands animals, things like that. Some use their power to help. Others use it to kill. Icereach witches are particularly evil.
I have fought the Icereach Coven before.
Well, you'll probably have to fight them again. They stalk these hills like old ghosts. They're allied with the Grey Host now, don't you know? Greedy hags, the lot of them. I respect their strength, but their hearts are all twisted inside.
Ardkadak made peace with the Grey Host. Why are you still fighting?
There may be a peace of sorts inside Markarth, but out here we're outnumbered and fighting for our lives. Nothing unusual on that. We won't let the Grey Host disarray our land, and we won't let Carrick give it away just to avoid a little blood.
Alright, let's go check out these Grey Host stockpiles. And possibly face some vampires. Or maybe not. I wonder if this King Styric is gonna play a part in any of this. I mean, that's like the, what, second, third time he's been name dropped? Witch Pike fragments. Always a good time when you find Witch Pike fragments. I definitely need to start training my mount, because oof, the slow run speed is a little bit tiring, but hey. Reachwind Ritual Site. Oh, a Grey Reliquary. You know, if I didn't see the Harrow Storm on my way to talk to these rebels, I probably would have been like, oh no, they're trying to summon Harrow Storms, but no. I know. I mean, my character probably doesn't, but I know. Letter from Sister Glenold. But yeah, back to the whole King Styric thing. I really do wonder if he's gonna show up in this. 'Cause, I mean, this would be the first that we're hearing of him, I guess, in the Markarth chapter. Because he wasn't, at least as far as I can remember, I don't think he was mentioned in Western Skyrim's chapter. And we gotta fight some vampires. Okay. Ew, Pentarchs. That's fun.
This one, Tayfan. Come, Harrier. Give me your measure.
Okay. I just realized that was from Lady Belaine. Well, I did call it about her being involved with vampires. Her dress etiquette was just too obvious.
Tayfern told me about you, Harrier. You wanted to talk? Well, here I am. What will it be? A battle? I haven't turned anyone into a goat recently, but I'm willing to try if you so much as raise your weapon.
You're the leader of the witch rebels.
Why does everyone insist on calling us that? Tayfern, remind me to come up with a better name when time permits. As for later, well, I guide this gathering of rich folk if that's what you're asking. But what about you? Why are you here?
Lady Belaine sent me to find you, but according to this letter, she's working with the Grey Host. Which, obvious.
Of course she is. She's a vampire, after all. We tried to slay her twice without much luck. Quick as a spooked hare, that one, and twice as cautious. We'll have her fangs soon enough, though. You can read? What else does that sheet of paper say?
Wait, y'all can't read? Well, apparently she's meeting with the leader of the Grey Host in Valthum Barrow.
The leader? Now that's a worthy bit of news. Bones and birds guide us well, but there's no replacing a cunning hunter. Go to the Barrow, Harrier. Listen in on their meeting. Find out what Belaine and her master are up to, and I'll hear you out.
Alright, I'll find out what Lady Belaine and the Grey Host are up to.
The spirits will see you safely to Valthum, Harrier. After that, I suggest stealth and a strong blade.
Although I have some questions. Your rebellion, do you plan to overthrow Markarth?
Overthrow Markarth? What in the mirror's name would I do with all that dead stone? No, my purpose is clear. I need to help our people by shaking Kadok out of his dream. If that doesn't work, I'll split his skull and let it spill out on its own.
What dream is that?
Kadok's dream of being king. Oh, he has a true heart. In better times, he's a fine leader. But we face a lean season. We're hungry. But instead of filling the larder, he dreams of a golden crown. His foolish pride has brought this upon our people.
And I imagine the Grey Host has played into that ambition. He rules Markarth. Shouldn't he be crowned the Reach's king?
Not yet. Not until all the beasts of the woods howl his name. And every day he heeds Belaine is another day he proves me right. The Grey Host has dark plans for Markarth. Kadok's stubbornness will get everyone in that city killed.
Are you really a witch?
I am, and a fine one at that. What? Never met a witch before, Harrier?
Not one quite like you.
I'm sure. We're not all like the blood-sucking Belaine, or my misguided sisters from Icereach, though. Some of us aren't over-enthusiastic malcontents with a penchant for violence and destruction. Not All the time, anyway.
Does your power come from Daedra?
Daedra? Oh, the spirits. The old ones. Yes, I've heard them called that. The world is full of whispers, for those with the patience to hear. Most them bloods are just too busy begging pardons from dead gods to pay attention. Pity.
Well, I mean... Can we really say the Aedra are dead gods? I don't know. I mean, I definitely would say the Daedric are more active than the Aedra, but I wouldn't really call the Aedra dead gods, though. But anyways, you do worship the Daedric princes.
Daedra, spirits, crows. It's all the same. Where you see evil gods, we see teachers. Cruel ones, for certain. But that's the world, right? A stone will kill you if it strikes your head. But lifting the same stone makes us strong.
Tell me about you and your rebels.
What's to tell? I'm a proud woman of the Reach. A daughter of wind, sweat, and the rich soil. As for my brothers and sisters, they're good Reach folk, every last one of them. They mind the spirits and love the land. The real question is, who are you?
I'm Denwolf.
A fine name, I suppose, for an outsider. But what's in your heart? Most thin bloods come to the Reach wheezing under the weight of their purses and writ laws. You, though, I smell the blood of the Reach in you. Not much, but maybe it's enough.
The blood of the Reach.
Aye, free blood. That's what the Reach is. Freedom. In the Reach, we do as we please. Only way to stop us is to kill us. And we don't die easy. Same goes for you, I'd say.
I mean, I definitely agree with that, because, I mean, the Reach folk are clearly still a problem in Skyrim, which is several hundreds of years after this game, so... And that number actually could be bigger now that I'm thinking about it, but yeah. Several times further ahead of this game, so timeline-wise. But anyways, I'm going to call the episode here. We'll venture into Valthoom in the next episode. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you all will stick around for more of this Let's Play series. I hope you all have a good day and or night, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.